Today we're going to be doing a little bit of yoga with less wrist, arm, weight, pressure. So we will still do downward facing dog and a few planks, but we're not going to be doing the whole Chaturanga. We're going to give your shoulders a bit of a break. So make sure you have a strap. It could be a belt, it could be a belt of the robe, a peignoir, anything like that. Just make sure you have a strap available. So I hope you're doing okay with Ramadan, and if you're celebrating that. And thank you for giving me a reason to get out of my pajamas. All right, so let's begin seated. You can start sitting either on your bottom or you can be sitting on your knees, but whatever is most comfortable and sustainable for your body. So go ahead and take a seat, sit up nice and tall. Try to relax your shoulders. If you want to sit in a chair or against the wall, that's an okay place to be also. So once you're seated comfortably, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, you can begin to tune in to yourself. Tune into, we'll start with physical body because that's what's most obvious for most people. So just notice how you feel sitting here right now. And I want to make sure to remind you to bring the good sensations in with whatever may be discomfort or uncomfortable for you. So just notice how it feels to be in your body right now. Okay. Sorry about that. Somebody called saying there was a complication with the phone, but I hope this will be working for most of you. I'm not sure. But anyways, let's come back to the sensations. So checking in with your body physically, notice what feels good sitting here today, what might feel uncomfortable. Notice what feels free and spacious. If there's anything. And now we're going to start to fine-tune our breath. So start to notice how it feels to be taking deep breaths. Through your nose, preferably. Notice where the breath goes easily. Notice if the breath moves evenly through both sides of your body. Notice if the breath is able to come deep. Notice if the breath stops around your throat, your neck, whatever is happening with your breath. Just become aware of it. No judging. You don't need to try and change it. Just see if you can notice. And then from here, we're going to begin to breathe deeper, and we'll do this together. So we're going to, again, try to breathe with just your nose if possible, and we're going to inhale for the count of 6. So beginning now, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold your breath at the top. Try to stay relaxed. And then exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the breath out. So you're not breathing right now. Hold the breath out. There's some tone in your abdomen. And then inhale again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. And exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the air out. Hug your belly button in. Good. And then last breath, inhaling again through your nose. Maximum inhalation. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your mouth, your jaw. Relax your eyebrows. Right, and then exhale, 7. Hold the breath out. Squeeze. And then if your eyes are closed, go ahead and open your eyes. Everyone inhale through your nose. And exhale. Good, and then just begin to notice, again, the breath. See if it's changed since we began. It might be the same, it might have opened up. Some people might feel tighter, whatever it is, it's not wrong, just notice. Good, and then maybe if it feels good to you, you can bring a smile onto your face, and as you inhale, get really tall, reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling, and exhale, twist or turn to the right. And then when you're here, go ahead and look up, look down, and turn. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Good, and release. Come back into the center, and we go the other way. Exhale as you squeeze your breath out to the left. Go ahead and look up, look down. Look all the way back, as much as your neck will allow. Good, and then release, coming forward. Good, and then let's change the cross of your legs. So put the other leg in the front, and we'll make some little circles. Just try to stay as fluid as your body will allow you right now. And we'll switch and go the other way. Good. Super. And release. Okay, so we're going to do something for the carpal tunnel area. This is something one of my very first yoga teachers, one of my favorite yoga teachers, taught me. You're going to reach your arms straight up and open the palms of your hands. Good. And try to relax your shoulders, but stay with your arms as straight as you can. Open your hands wide. Good. And then close your hands completely. And open your hands. And close. And open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. And there you go. Keep going. Try to keep your arms straight. Open, close, open, close. Open as completely as you can every single time. At a certain moment, your brain will stop connecting with your hands. It will become a bit challenging, so keep opening all the way, closing, open, close. My right hand is not going. Keep going. I know, I'm with you. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. A few more moments. Wow. Okay, open and release. Let's let your hands rest. Make some little circles. Go the other way. Good. And then we're going to lay on our back for a moment. Good. And while you're here, go ahead and hug your right knee in towards your chest. Move your ankles, point and flex your toes. And we'll do a gentle little twist. Reach your right hand over towards the right wall. Good. Come back up. Maybe give your leg a little kiss, or you can blow a kiss to your leg and then hug your left leg. Same thing. Move your ankles, point and flex your toes. And then twist. So of course, keeping in mind, this is your yoga practice. So everything I say is just a suggestion. You take what feels good in your body with a grain of salt. Good. And then we're going to take your right leg back up. I want you to bring your chin towards your chest, lift your shoulder blades as much off the mat as you can, and we're going to lift your right leg up. Take your two hands around the leg if possible. Keep your chin towards your chest, lift. If you want to extend your bottom leg, lift the foot off the floor. Good. And then we're going to switch. Good. And switch again. Hug your belly button down towards the mat. If this is too much for your neck, you can also do this laying down. If it's possible, try to keep your shoulder blades up off the mat. Keep both legs active. Flex your feet. Good. Just a few more. Just to start to wake up the abdomen. Good. Good. And then hug your knees in. Good. And we'll go ahead and turn to the side. Come into hands and knees. I'm going to back up a little bit. Try to keep your knees over your hips. Walk your hands forward. Excuse me. Yes. Chin or forehead down towards the mat. Another option is going to be come onto your fingertips and lift your elbows. One more big breath here. And then go ahead and come back up. And we're going to go straight onto our stomach. Good. And from here, I want you to come onto your elbows. Good. And again, relax your neck. Hug your belly button up off the floor. Reach your heart forward. Top of your feet stay on the mat. Sorry, I'm a little bit short of space here. I hope my head isn't cut off. Cobra. One more breath. All right, and then release. And come onto your hands and knees. A little bit of cat and cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Again, arching. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go a little bit faster. So as fast as is comfortable in your body. Inhale, up. Exhale. And then slow it down. Good. And we're going to come into child's pose. So open up your knees, bring your toes towards each other, sit back, and then walk your hands forward. If possible, active child's pose. So lift your elbows up, rest your head. Breathe into the sides of your ribs. And then we'll go ahead and come back up. And we're going to come into a standing posture. Good. So come towards the top of your mat. Tadasana, spread your toes, abdominals in, shoulders wide, chin is parallel-ish to the floor. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold towards the floor. Relax the neck here. We're going to catch the elbows and just swing a little bit right and left. Good. And then all the way back up. Inhale and pause. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees as you first fold forward, relax the neck. Swing a little bit. Good. And then bring yourself all the way back up to standing and pause. Good. So we're going to move through some Surya Namaskar C which is not as traditional. But here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, reach your heart towards the front, and you're going to step your right leg back. Drop your back knee and go ahead and come up. Good. Exhale, hands down. You're going to lift your back leg and step forward, and then step your left leg back. Drop your knee. Inhale up. Take one breath here. Exhaling slowly. Good. Hands down, lift your back knee, step forward, and rise. We're going to add on. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, long, strong spine. Remember, if your hands don't reach the floor, you can have books or a bottle, or you can, my favorite is just bring your hands below your knees. Also, of course, if you need to bend your knees, please take care of your low back. Inhaling. Exhale. Right foot steps back. Inhale up. Good, hands together. And we're going to exhale, twist to the left. Open up your arms. Good, hands together. Release. Inhale. Hands down. Lift your back knee. Step forward, and your left leg goes back. Drop the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Twist or turn to the right. Open up your arms. Good, hands together. Inhale. Lift your back knee. Step forward. Inhale up. Good, and pause. Inhaling. Exhale, fold. Inhale. This time we're going to just walk it out a little bit. So again, hands on something, please. Either your legs, the floor, blocks, boxes, books. Just bend it out like you're walking without ever lifting up your heels. Good, and then release. Bend your knees and step your right leg back and lift your left arm. Knee is going to stay up. Good, and then drop your back knee, reach up. Good, hands together, twist to the left. This time we're going to bring elbow to knee, twist away from your front leg, and option is going to be stay right here or lift your back knee. Good, release. Inhale. Hands to the floor, step forward, and your left leg goes back. Keep your knee up, plant your left hand down, reach your right arm up. Good, hands down, knee down, inhale. Hands together, twist to the right. Option, stay here, or lift your back knee up. Good, drop that knee, untwist, hands down. We're going to take your right leg back and come into child's pose. Again, breathing into the side ribs and the back of your ribs. One more breath here. And straight into downward facing dog. Oopsie. And child's pose again. 2 more times. Up into downward facing dog. Excuse me. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. And downward facing dog. Good. Child's pose. This time in child's pose, bring your hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers behind your back and start to reach your arms away from your back. If your palms are able to stay together, go ahead and press your hands together. If that doesn't work for you, obviously don't do it. Good, release your hands down and inhale, come up, reach your arms. Good, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You're gonna bend your knees and step or jump to your hands. Inhale, exhale. Lift your heart, inhale, step your right leg all the way back, and we're gonna come up into Crescent Pose. Good. So stay here for a moment, bend into your front knee. And then we're gonna bring our hands onto your hips and start to press your front leg straight. Contract your thigh if that's possible for your body. Good, and then bend into the knee, back into Crescent Pose. So one more time, hands on your hips, straighten, press into your front big toe, and then bend. Inhale, possibly look up at your hands if that feels good in your neck. Hands to the floor. And we're gonna hop step to change legs. So option 1 is gonna be step up and step back. Option 2 is going to be hop step. And up you go. Crescent Pose. Lower belly in, bend into your front leg. Hands on your hips, straighten your front leg. Wow. Bend into your front knee. Good thing we have walls. Hands on your hips, straighten. Most of you who practice with me know, for some reason, I don't know why, I can never balance with my right leg. I shouldn't say never, but rarely. Good. And hands to the floor. Hop step or step to the other side and forward. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, exhale. Step your left leg all the way back. But this time we're going to drop the knee. Walk your right foot to the right. 2 hands inside your right leg. Use blocks or bottles or books if you need it. Drop your hips down. You're going to take your right hand around to maybe grab your left foot. If your hand doesn't quite reach, you have a strap, I hope. You can play lasso. Whee! Somehow grab that foot. If you have more flexibility, you're welcome to come onto your front elbow. You don't have to. Stay wherever you are. One more breath. Everyone, breathe through the nose. Good. Gently release your foot. Lift your back leg. We're going to pivot and reach your left arm up. Good. One more breath here. Beautiful. Hands down. Walk your right foot in a little bit. Step jump or switch foot, jump. Drop your back knee. Good. Walk your left foot to the left, hands inside. Drop your hips, excuse me. Good. And then left hand reaches towards your right foot. Again, grab a strap if you need to or want to. If your hips are tight, if you have knee discomfort, low back discomfort, please. You might come onto your elbow. So wherever you are, everyone, go ahead and come back up. Gently release your foot, hand inside. Lift your right knee, pivot your foot down and reach your right arm up. Try to contract your right leg. Good, hands down. Step your left foot in and hop step forward. Inhale, reach up. Good, so we're gonna take your left foot, big wide step back. Turn both toes facing the same wall, hips facing the same direction. Interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale and exhale, fold. Relax your neck. Again, if your hands can reach the palms, press your hands together. If that doesn't work for you, don't worry. One more breath here. And then gently, hands down to the floor. We're going to take your right hand just below your right shoulder, bend into your right knee, contract, if it's possible, your left leg, and reach your left arm up. Look down, look up, look down. You can stay right here or gently straighten your leg. And then we're going to release change. Bend your left leg, spiral, right arm up. Maybe contract this right thigh, reach your heart forward, look up, look down. Maybe straighten that left leg. Good, and then hands to the floor. We're gonna reach your hands towards your ankles, towards your shins, towards your thighs, wherever you can reach your head down. If it's in your practice to do tripod headstand, you're welcome to go for it now. If your head reaches the floor, you can float your legs up. Obviously, if you've never done this before, be careful. Otherwise, just keep reaching your head down towards the earth, and then everyone come back up. Hands on your hips and stand tall. Good. And then walk your feet together. Good. And step to the front of your mat. Take a nice breath in here. Okay, we're going to come for Utkatasana chair. Good. Try to straighten your arms, round your lower back just a little bit, press into your heels, and stand. Two more, Utkatasana chair. If this is too much for your shoulders, take your hands down to the side or on your hips. Everyone sit down, and stand up. Good, one more, Utkatasana. Press into your heels, round your back. Good, and this time we're going to fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your chest. You're going to walk back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And everyone come into child's pose. This time, if you want to bring your arms back behind you, you can. Okay, feeling well rested. Let's get back to it. Arms extended, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bend your knees, step or jump to your hands. Inhale halfway, fold, and we're going to go straight for Utkatasana chair. This time, we're going to bring your hands together and we're going to go for a little balance. I think it's called flamingo. Lift your right foot up. Bend into your left leg. One more breath. Good. 2 feet on the floor. And lift your left leg. Find a drishti, a focus. Bend into that standing leg. Good. Release and stand tall. Remember, everything is a suggestion. If that's too much for your lower back, please keep both feet on the floor or skip it altogether. One more time, Utkatasana chair. Good, fold, lift your hips up, inhale. And we're gonna step your right foot all the way back behind you. We're gonna drop your right heel to the floor and take your left hand outside your left foot. So again, blocks, books, reach your right arm up. Contract, squeeze your back leg, and come up into warrior two. Relax your shoulders, bend into your front knee. Strong warrior of love, warrior of peace. Good, and then windmill. Bring your hands down, drop your back knee down. Good, and then shift your hips back, flex your foot, maybe walk your leg forward, inhale, and exhale, fold. The last breath here. Good, and up you go. Bend into your front knee, inhale. Hands to the floor. We're gonna lift your back knee and come into crescent. We're gonna step up with our right leg. Boop. Catch your leg. Good, and then twist or turn towards the right. Good, and come back and release. So you think no Chaturanga is going to be easy peasy, but we're still going to work and focus and try. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your heart. Step your left leg back behind you. Drop your heel. Take your right hand outside and reach your left arm up. My neck is not quite right, so I'm going to look down. You can choose where you're going to look and come into warrior two. Straight arms. Contract your back thigh, belly, and ribs in. Bend into your front knee. Good. And then windmill. Bring your hands back. Drop your back knee down. Shift your hips. Straighten your front leg. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Think length for your spine as you fold here. Good. Feeling alive. Feel whatever tension might be happening. Good. You're going to curl your back knees. Engage your abs as you lift up. And here we go. Ready? Bye. Boop. Catch your front leg. And then twist open. Good. Hands together. And release. And then come back into Tadasana. Utkatasana chair. Hands together. Good. We're going to lift your right foot up. Flamingo. And you're going to step your right foot all the way back behind you. Crescent pose. Good. Hands together and twist to the left. Ooh. Good. One more breath. Release your twist. Come back up. We're going to bring your hands down to the floor and float your right leg up. Gently drop your right leg. Utkatasana. Lift your left heel. And step back into crescent pose. I don't quite have enough room. Exhale as you twist. Return to the right. And release your twist. I forget. I'm sorry. If you know me, you know I forget. Okay. Sorry. I'm super perfectly imperfect. Step your left foot all the way to the back. Hands on your hips. Inhale. And fold forward. This time you're going to have your hands on the floor. Try not to shift your hips too much. Keep your hips square. And you're going to walk over and hug your left leg. And then come up and walk over and hug your right leg. If you can't quite reach your leg, just imagine you're hugging it. Good, and come back. Hands on your hips. Stand tall. Good, and then step or jump your feet together. Okay, so we're going to take a moment to take your straps. And you're going to stand with your legs about hips distance apart. Take your strap, nice and long. I want you to have straight arms and engage your belly in. Good, and we're going to take your strap back behind you. Good, and come back up. Good, so stay with your breath. Do 2 or 3 of these. You're going to notice if it's really easy and you're like, what's the point of this? Then you can shorten your stance a little bit with your hands. Some people, it's going to be like, fighting, bending. Try not to do that. If that's happening, you're needing more space. So take your arms further apart. Good. So wherever you are, we're going to go for a few more. use your breath, breathe. You're probably getting a nice opening in the front of your deltoid, shoulders. Good, last one. Up and over. Yeah. Okay, and release. Step your feet together. Just pause for a moment. We're going to go straight into Garudasana, eagle. So take your right leg across, maybe up, maybe wrapped. We're going to take your left arm across and maybe lock everything up. Good. So squeeze everything. Find something to focus on that doesn't move. Lift your elbows up. Big breath. Oh, I just remembered. I forgot our standing split on our left leg. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Open. Release. And left leg up. Maybe wrap. Take your right arm across first. Good. Find your focus. Lift your elbows if you can. Contract or squeeze your scapula, your shoulder blades towards each other. Maybe smile. Good, and then release. And pause. Okay, so let's come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Hands together. And we're going to step your right foot a big step behind you. Keep your left foot pointing forward. You're just going to turn your hips towards the right heel and then straight arms and straight legs. So I can feel that I'm a little bit wide. I'm going to go ahead and walk my foot in a little bit. So you want your right foot aiming towards 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock. Good. And your left foot is aiming towards 12. Contract both thighs and reach. Good, and then drop your bottom arm down. And then imagine your top ribs are really gaining length. Can keep squeezing your legs as straight as you can. Relax your bottom shoulder. Imagine your bottom ribs are rolling up towards the sky. One more breath. You don't have to look up. Sometimes it's nicer if you just look down. Try not to stick your left hip out. Hug everything up and in. Imagine you're leaning against the back wall. Good, and then up you go. Hands and step forward. Good, left leg, step it back. Good, so it's aiming towards 9, 10 o'clock. Right foot is facing towards noon, 12. Contract your legs, reach your right arm forward. Hug your belly in, and then think length for your whole spine. Especially your bottom ribs. Reach. But again, you can look up. You might look down. Stay calm as you can. And one more breath. Keep contracting your legs. Don't give up. Don't get lazy. Good, and then up you go. Put hands and step. Perfect. Let's come into reverse Namaste. So you're going to take your hands behind you, or Komsa. Everyone, hug it up, hug it in. Okay, from here you're going to step your right foot back behind you. And take your left foot a tiny bit to the left. Give yourself some waist. And then hips are going to face towards the front of your room. Contract your thighs again. Inhale and fold forward. Try to keep your legs straight. Obviously, if you need to bend your front knee, no problem. Imagine you're going to kiss your front leg. Everyone, watch your left hip. Push it back. Don't let it come out. Push it back. Reach your heart forward. Contract. One more breath. And up you go. Nice and slow. Keep your arms. Step forward and change. Gonna turn your right hip. Inhale and exhale, folding. And stay here. Maybe hug your leg. Don't lose what's happening in your upper back. Keep pressing into both big toes. It's not just your front leg working, your back leg is working too. Good, and up you go. Step forward. And release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold towards the floor. Inhale, lift. Step back to plank. Drop your knees and child's pose. Wiggle your shoulders a little bit. In your child's pose, come onto your fingertips and walk both of your hands all the way to the right, but don't lift up. Keep sitting where you are with your hips. Good, and then up and over towards the left. Good, come back. Around. Take your hands back behind you. Same thing we did earlier. Interlace your fingers and reach your hands up, away from your body. Good, and then down. And come up to seated. Good, and then from here, you are going to take your right arm up. If this isn't comfortable to sit, please sit comfortably. You can sit on a cushion, you can sit on blocks, you can sit cross-legged. Take your right arm and your left. Try not to force your chin down. Try to stay up, stay proud. Breathing. And then gently release your top arm, your bottom arm, and left. Good. One more breath here. Release and release. Good. And we're going to just gently turn towards the right. And towards the left. Good, and then come together. Okay, so we are going to come into a little Svanasana. Wide squat. So come wide. You can bring your feet together. Try to have your feet flat on a rolled up yoga mat or a blanket or blocks or whatever you have. Bring your hands together and pry your big heart open in between your legs. Stay here for an extra breath. Relax your mouth. Try to relax your eyebrows, le front. Hands down, hips up. And walk your feet together and slowly all the way up. Good. I'm going to take one more standing balancing pose while we're standing. So come into Rikshasana. Remember, up and out. Arms to the sky. Your foot is below the knee or your foot is way above the knee. It's not on your knee, please. Good, and release. Release. Left leg. Could be up. Find your drishti, your point of focus. Up, 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 out of that hip. And release. Okay. On your bottom. And then from here, we are going to go ahead and lay on your back again. Hug your right knee in. And one more time, gentle little twist. Come back up. And bring your right right foot to the floor. As you bend your left leg, take your right foot across and then hug your left knee in. Activate your right foot. Don't come back. Relax your shoulders. If you need a cushion under your head, do it. Take care of yourself. Rock your hips a little bit, right and left. And take your left foot, right foot crosses all the way, and you're going to once again drop your knees. Gently up, uncross your legs. Pause before you jump to the other side. Extend your right leg, hug your left knee. Gentle twist. And come back. Hug. Drop your foot as you bend your right knee. Cross. And hug your right leg in. Take your right foot down, left knee, and one more little twist. Come back up, uncross your legs. And then we're going to extend your lower back, lift your hips up, come into a little bridge pose. Maybe bring your hands together underneath you. Come onto your shoulders, lift your hips up. We're just gonna do one, so make it your best one. Lift up, up, up. Try not to let your legs fly open. Hug your legs towards each other. 2 more breaths. If you want to go into full wheel, up you go. Otherwise, stay in your bridge. And then everyone down. Keep your legs far apart. Drop your knees right and left. From here, you're going to hug everything in nice and tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then you're going to open up into Shavasana. So, as usual, take a moment to get into your perfect Shavasana. If you have something to cover your eyes, please cover your eyes. Definitely close your eyes. Don't skip your Shavasana. And then while you're here in Shavasana, try to again relax your forehead. Imagine your scalp is gently relaxing away from your brain, if you can imagine that. And of course your eyes are closed, but see if you can relax even your eye muscles as your eyes are closed. Soften. All those little tiny muscles that work so hard for us to focus and look out, away from ourselves into the world. See if you can just conscientiously, on purpose, relax those muscles. Just work your way through your body, softening. legs are both on the earth, on the mat. Relax your buttocks. Your leg muscles, strong legs carry you, move you. Let them soften, relax. Sense the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet. Les plans de les pieds. Notice any sensation in your feet, the soles of your feet. Try to soften. And then bring your awareness back into the palms of your hands. Notice under your skin any sensation, any pulsing, vibrating, heat, tingling, moist, whatever is happening in the sole, the palm of your hands. Sweetly take a full big breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. When you're ready, make your way over to your right side. Personally, I love this point when I'm laying on my side. This is a moment I really let go, relax. Try not to anticipate what's happening next. Yes, we're finishing, but try not to be gone with your mind. Stay here, stay in your body. Breathe, and then very slowly use your hands to support you and come into a seated posture. And once you're seated, sit up tall. Again, try to be very erect but relaxed. There's no wrong way, there's no right way. You don't, be comfortable. Try to have a long spine. We'll take 3 breaths here. Hands together in front of your heart. Perhaps in just this moment, think of something you're really thankful for, something that feels good, physically, mentally, emotionally. Let's take 1 breath into that which makes you alive. And thank you. Namaste. Thank you. I miss you, whoever you are watching, my class, my friends, my people. I miss you. I can't wait to give hugs. All of this present moment chaoticness. It's interesting. Makes us really think about everything. But I'm So thankful for technology, looking into the phone to practice yoga, but I can't wait to physically be back with you. So I hope you have a good Ramadan if you're celebrating. I will be back next Monday, same time, probably same room. Thank you. Namaste.